it is Tuesday, which means we're going to do a little show and tell, a little sharing. Before I get to that, though, I am Aradia Noir, your resident witch and creatrix, over to Radia's Hand and Danae's Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Tuesdays, I like to do a little thing called hauls. Now, the hauls usually are art hauls, but I've also got biz hauls, magic hauls, intuitive hauls, and occasionally we have happy mail. And the whole purpose of this is to share something that I've gotten for my business, or the crafts or the services, the work that I do with you, so that you can have a little behind the scenes to the kind of things that I use, and maybe get some ideas for your own practices. So there you go. And it allows me to kind of share and give back to my community in a way that feels good and sustainable to me, because not everything is for everybody. Some people don't teach, some people don't mentor, some people don't consult, some people don't do this or that or the other. And it's really important to make sure that whatever you're doing is something that you can feel good about doing, and is also something that, is sustainable and something you can keep up. So, without further ado, today we have an art haul. It's going to be really short because it was literally me just going to get this one particular thing. And I'm really excited because as of drafting this, I had just gotten all the stuff together, and I was like, I've got the thing, and I've got the thing I used it for, but I don't have the other version of it. But I need that. I was like, you do need that. And I'm like, you should probably find it. And like, I should definitely probably find it. And I just so happened to find it, which was great, because honestly, I had no idea where it was. And I wasn't feeling really good about the possibility of actually finding it. And so I did, which is great because I need it. And I wanted to just share everything that was related. So without further ado, let me get my mousey though. I'm tired, y'all. You just do not know. Feels like it's been a really long period of time, which is not necessarily incorrect, but oh my goodness. So without further ado, I got a sterling silver lobster clasp. Now this is obviously one. It was a pair. And before I get any further, usually I link to whatever I have or whatever I got when I get it. Every now and then there's an exception to that. This is one of those times. I went to look to share it with you, and I realized I couldn't because they don't have it anymore. They do have a set of 4, but I'm not sure of the size. And I'm not sure that it's exactly the same thing as this, and so I don't want to share it. But the important part is it's sterling silver, and it's a lobster clasp or lobster claw, as it's labeled here. The brand is Bead Landing, and I got it from Michael's. Bead Landing is a brand that they carry, but it's not, I'm pretty sure it's not exclusive to them, so you can probably find it. I will actually give it a look-see now, because now that I've said all that, let's see if maybe I can find it on their website. I like to think of these things after the fact. It's a great time. It's a great time to think of it. I'm so sorry. Let's see, bead. Let's see. Well, it looks like it's in a couple of different places, but as far as this specifically, like, good luck. I see something at Michael's, Amazon, Fire Mountain Gems, Walmart. There's even some random things at like Etsy for people reselling things. You can check Fire Mountain Gems. Let's see, clasps, silver. No, we need to go back. Oh my gosh, I was not prepared for this. I was not prepared for this. Is it clasp? Okay, let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Okay. Or like not. Okay. Yeah, no. So, yeah, you're on your own. Sorry to tell you. That happens though. Like this is one of the reasons why if I can't find it where I got it, we just stop there. Because I don't know why. Like sometimes it's because it's just not available anymore. Sometimes it's not popular and they just stop selling it, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I got it from Michael's several years ago at this point. I think this is a pre-divorce thing. I know that. So now the whole reason I got this was because of this, or better put, this, or better than all that. This is exciting. I'm excited. Yeah. This. So, this is a bobbin lace bracelet that I designed. I love it. I think I did really well with it. And I got these, like, I guess they're end caps is what they're, what they're gonna pass for. But I got these end caps, and I needed something specific because I needed something wide enough to accommodate this. And then I needed something that would fit with that and like make sense. So, what I ended up finding was sterling silver, and I think I looked for a precious metal on purpose because what I wanted is I wanted something to match the feel of this. Lace has a decadent, luxurious kind of feel and reputation. While it's true that lace easily is, it's something that became, the domain and purview of like the lower classes at some point and everything like that. While it may have been theirs to make, it was still owned and kept and used by a higher class, if you will. So there's a bit of luxury to lace, and so I wanted kind of a I wanted a luxurious material. So gold or silver was going to be what I was going to go with. Now I'm not really a huge fan of gold myself. I prefer silver, so silver was the natural choice. Also, silver was going to be most of the time a little less expensive, so there was that. But I needed a finding that would match the end caps, and so I gotta tell you, I don't know if I got the end caps first or I got the clasp first, because the reality is I don't know why I didn't get the end caps and the clasps from the same place. Like that would have made a lot more sense. I don't know. I do weird things like that sometimes that don't make any sense. So yeah, that was the whole purpose. I've made this bracelet. I'm gonna list it at some point in the future. I wanted to go ahead and finish off the second version, and then I think I have a third that I can start. Because I had the materials like ready for it. And so I wanted to go ahead and do that before I listed this, because I wanted to get as many of the versions of it as possible before I listed it, because what I'm going to do is this is going to be one of those limited run things where if my initial make has me making, you know, 5, because that's how much materials I have. I'm going to make the 5, and that's going to be like the run of this bracelet. Anything beyond that is going to be considered a special order. And so that's going to be like its own thing, really. I might make it where it's made to order, but that also is going to like increase the price, because I would, you know, give different color options. I probably would give an embellished option if you want to do beads. Maybe give options of different metal findings. And then of course the length is going to change to fit like the wrist. Like I think it's not going to be any shorter than it is, but it may need to be like another repeat longer or so, depending on like the wrist. And I think theoretically, if I made it into a necklace, I absolutely could make it longer, just obviously adding more repeats. And then I think if I wanted to make it like a set, like an earring, I could do that as well. So yeah, lots of ideas. This is what we're doing. And before I forget all of that stuff, so I wonder, no. I'm just like this. Oh my god, my eye's itching. Don't mind me. Hopefully by the time this gets posted, this will actually be linked up and you'll be able to see it. I mean, theoretically, hopefully it'll be actually sold by the time this gets put up. But what I will do is I will link to the my brain just stopped. Oh my god, why? I will link to the listing if it's active. There we go. Wow. Okay, there we go. So, hooray. Don't mind me, just saving my notes so I don't forget. But yeah. No, I was really excited. So I took a bobbin lace class, and it was a series of classes. So it was like one class, but it was like 4 sessions over the course of like a month. I took a class, I made some samplers, which, you know, you've seen various ones, and I can do now also that I've said all this. What I was thinking. Now, what I can say also is I don't know when I'm going to have all these pieces up. I think I have a set of, I think it's 4. Because we made a sampler, we made a 2-tone, we made a solid, like we did a couple of different designs and like techniques, and yeah, I'm actually holding one. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I've shared 2, but I think I have a total of 4. Because there's that solid one, there's another solid one, there's a 2-tone one, and this is it, so it's 4. Yeah, I think it's just a total of 4. And anyway, so yeah. And let's see, where are we? If now, what I can also say, just yeah, no, is that everything? I think it's, yeah, that's everything. No, it's not everything. Let's finish that first. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I haven't had enough caffeine. I don't have enough focus. I can't today. No, I can't. So, yeah, the whole reason I bought it was that now, obviously, there's another one in here. So when I'm done, and by when I'm done, like when I'm just done making the rest of these, like I think I've probably have got one more. I might be able to do 2, but I think the second one I'm going to do, of the ones that's left, it's probably going to be the last one. And I don't know that it's going to be... I don't know that it's going to be completed, but after I finish all of these, I will probably get the rest of the findings I need, finish them all up, and then, you know, that's what's going to happen with the rest of those. So I'm going to end up buying more findings, obviously, both of the end cap and the clasp. So, yes. Now, that said, yeah, no, that's everything. Now, what I do want to say is that if you're interested in learning more about bobbin lace, I do have a segment coming up. Exactly when I cannot tell you, and I cannot tell you because I haven't actually planned it. It is just in the mental workings right now. As of right now, we're currently in a segment, and that is our needle felting. And that's not going to conclude until that concludes next month. And I don't know when I have the bobbin lace. Okay, so the bobbin lace series is next. I do have one post to do first. That's already like set up. So for the stash cast. So I'm going to be going through my stash of like various bobbin lace tools. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And yeah. I think I might also link to all the bobbin lace tag for like everything from the main thing. And I think I need to write that down because I'm not going to remember that. Let's see. And the thing with it is that like I just like finished a needle felting one, and I'm gonna have to do that, or I'm about to finish the needle felting one in a couple of weeks. But I'm gonna need to look at the other ones because I know I've got a few more tags. Like I'm gonna be doing a mending series. I'm gonna be doing a sewing series. I gonna have to link to like all the other ones. So I'm just gonna have to remember that, which is why we just wrote it down, because I'm not gonna remember shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. So tired. Further made tired by the fact that I have a lot to do still today. That is the day I'm recording this, not the day I'm posting it. And I'm just, oh gosh, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm trying not to take a nap because it's not a good idea. Because if I take a nap, I've got 2 hours, and I'm not going to nap for 2 hours. I am going to, in fact, pass out probably for the rest of the day, and that is not going to work because I have things I have to show up for. So, there we are. All right, that's enough of that. I'm so tired. I can't think straight. So my question to you is, what's the last thing you got for your creative practice? And, you know, on top of that, let's see. Before I forget, I'm forgetting more stuff. Oh my gosh, where are my questions though? All right, sorry about that. So, the question is, what's the last thing you got from your creative practice? More to the point, do you make jewelry? Do you make bobbin lace? Do you make bobbin lace jewelry? Are you excited about our segment coming up, or our series coming up? I am. Hopefully by the time, like, I'll have more to show. But this, like, I've got all my samples, but like, as of this recording, I have that one thing finished, and it's just like, oh, is that it? That's it? Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So, if you'd like to see pictures of these finding, the finished products, whatnot, you can scroll into the post below. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the link at the top, and it'll send you over to my Patreon. As I said, I don't have this linked because I couldn't find it. However, I will be linking to any other finished posts I have about bobbin lace pieces, which is going to be, I'm pretty sure, a grand total of 4 when it's all said and done. And if the listing is up, I'll link to that as well. But also linked below, my websites are Wiedersehen and Danae's Divine, as well as my active social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I like to hang out the most. And now we've added YouTube and, of course, Twitch. So if you'd like to see me work on something like this, make sure you head over to Twitch. That is going to be where you're going to see all of my project time. And that's the place to be if you want to see me work. And I'm gonna have to work on some bobbin lace, because, like, in reality, it's very peculiar to watch. Like, it's got a very distinct sound to it. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to like go through the motions, I think, with the next one, like, get it started before I do that, because I'm gonna have to refresh my memory, to be perfectly honest with you. It's been so long, and I haven't done a ton of bobbin lace. But as you see, I kind of just jumped right into the designing. And so, yeah. I do have another piece that I made outside of class. It's actually, like, utterly horrific, because I think the grid for the size of the thread wasn't great. And so, like, that's a thing. I also think it could benefit from being blocked. Lace knitting and crochet definitely benefit from being blocked. And I gotta tell you, I don't think this is any different. Now, this one is fine. But I think that the pattern for this is also far enough away, like large enough, compared to the thickness of the thread, that doesn't matter. So there's that. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, since you stayed to the end of this, what do we do tomorrow? Well, let's see. Looking through my planner. Tomorrow is Work in Progress Wednesday, so what we're going to do is we're going to touch base on the intentions I set yesterday, and just kind of see where we are for the week and what's going on and the progress I've made, and check in, because of course when you make plans you do need to evaluate them, and that's what we do on Wednesdays, as well as sharing what we're working on. So hooray. That said, I just want to give a quick thank you and shout out to everybody who's here, everybody who watches my videos, likes, comments, and shares, even people who just lurk and never interact with me. It means a lot to me that you are taking the time to be here and participate and let me into your life and be part of your world, to be all freaking aerial about it. Because you could do a whole lot of things with your life, and you're choosing to give some of your time and energy to me, and I appreciate that. So, like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, consider joining us over on Patreon so you can get some of the behind the scenes extra goodness that I only give to patrons, as well as having access to me on, you know, a more personal, creative, inspirational level, if that's your thing. And that's it. So, thanks for listening, and so long, farewell, Wiedersehen, and goodbye, and I will see you hopefully bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow to just tune into what we're doing. Toodles!